Hello everybody and welcome back to Imperator, where we have a little bit of stabilization work to do, there's no doubt about that. There are some wars that I'd like to declare, but for right now, with our war exhaustion at about half, I'd like to hold off on that for as long as possible. Of course, we do have some risks of rebellion in a while. We're not too worried about that. This civil war threshold, though, that, on the other hand, that's something we might want to look into. Hanno Bedona is the primary issue here, and we're going to bribe him. And there we go. No problem. Fantastic. Absolutely excellent. Of course, we are moving troops up this way, and we're building roads. But the other thing that I want to do with this cash, that we have a rather large amount of, is I want to continue building farming settlements. Wonderful. We'll just spam out, like, all the farming settlements. Actually, there's not that many more locations where we can build these. Is that... That's not all of them. No, there's a few that I have missed here, clearly. Yeah, down this way. Is that all of them? That's all of them. We actually cannot build any more mines or farming settlements right now, so that's great. You can see here, of course, that we're making a large amount of cash right now. The Armenian Civil War has ended. That's good for them. And Bomilcar Gizgo is now in office. This does mean that the Bedonids are still scorned, and we would like to put in a Bedonid here. There's not a particularly skilled one. This guy is awful. Actually, he's skill 6. Yeah, skill 9 is so much better. Okay, we'll not put him in. I guess the Bedonids are still going to be upset, but that's fine. Yeah, we've got scorned families here, but that is completely okay. Actually, a risk of rebellion is going away. Campania is going to rebel in 27 months. Sure. Let's immediately switch them over to religious conversion. Changing by negative 0.46, mostly due to Capua, of course, because that's the only location in this province that we hold. Fair enough. One thing we could do here, I suppose, is we could replace, like, this fortress. We could replace this. Wait. There are too few people, but I want to destroy the building. Can we not do this because they're disloyal? Why can we not destroy this fortress? I know we can't build another one because we're at our building cap. But that's a little odd that we can't destroy buildings. Okay. I guess we'll just accept that then. We can't mess with that currently. I was going to build a structure here to help us out with that, like a temple or something, but it's okay. It's completely fine. We're actually not going to have too big of an issue with it. So these guys are building a road in a kind of awkward fashion, missing this location. You know what? Sure. I'll accept it. That's fine. And of course, we're going to have a lot of roads that we're going to need to build. Institutes Assembly of Citizens. That's a lot of payoff cash. We'll accept his demands. Yeah, our people are currently weary of war, but that won't be the case for too much longer. Excellent. So we do have a lot of roads that we need to build. This is our current only road building unit, and I'm wondering if they build faster, if they have more engineers. But that doesn't, according to the tooltip, that doesn't appear to be the case, although it feels like it should be. At any rate, we're going to pop up over here, and we are going to start these guys drilling. Excellent. And we may actually want to build some roads up here as well. I mean, there are already existing roads, but more roads is always a good thing. And how long do we have until that province rebels? Maturia, huh? In 51 months? That is not going down by very much at all. They're megalithic and Numidian, which is a big part of the issue here, of course. Okay. Martial advances have come up. I'm going to actually switch this over to religious conversion right now, so that we get at least one pop switched over. So that'll be good. And we can afford a new invention. This is a martial advance, and I would like to potentially go for experience decay would probably be good. Army morale recovery would be good too. Supply limit, on the other hand, that would be tremendously good. And army movement speed. Additional supply limit down over here. Legion maintenance cost. Yeah, this tree down over here is really good. We're going to pick up military sponsors, which is, I mean, the loyalty of generals is okay, right? We haven't had too much of an issue with that, though. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have the Saba of Africa here actually go onto road building. And we're going to bring them down over this way. And they're just going to build a road all along this coast for now. We do want additional roads, so we're going to get these built, and it'll be just fine. Excellent. Road building increases the maintenance cost, so that is why we're down to 45.07. But that's okay. We're going to want to build a road this way as well. Okay, yeah, these guys are drilling. Yeah, this is correct. I was confused for a moment there, but I had confused myself, so we're completely fine. Then we're going to come up over here and make our way up the coast, just like that. Wonderful. So they will, of course, very slowly make their way over there. And then we'll have to do this region as well, but that's not a big deal. Okay, so Maturia might rebel in 5 months. That's fine. By the time they rebel, this army should have this road complete, and then we can respond to that. But I do want to, once again, check over here to see. Yeah, we did get some religious conversion. Hang on, this is a different province, isn't it? Okay, yes. Yes, it was a different province. So in February, we're going to convert over. Perfect. Also, we've got a fair amount of political influence, so I'm actually going to go through all of these that are currently disloyal, and if they are at, like, below 20%, actually below 50% correct religion, we're going to put them on religious conversion. Just to make sure that we are making progress here. This should be fast enough that we can get away with this, too. So, we're going to convert these. No, that was cultural assimilation. I kind of don't want to spend the political influence, but okay. Religious conversion there. That was Latium. So, Lobotania will do religious conversion here as well. And this is already on cultural assimilation. I think that this is actually... We're going to switch it. Okay, and then Sakulia over here, of course, needs to be on religious conversion. I think as long as they are below 50%, so as long as the dominant religion here is something else, then it's fine to put it on religious conversion. We switch it over if the dominant religion changes, though. Okay, so Corsica, we then put that onto religious conversion. Campania is already there. Amila goes on to religious conversion. Maturia is already there. Orasis goes on to religious conversion. Carpetania goes on to religious conversion. And Tadla goes on to religious conversion. Excellent. Okay, let's take a look on everything else in here. And unfortunately, we have to maximize these, and it's really awkward. Although, if I do it from the bottom, it's a lot simpler. Okay, I'm noticing that automatic trading is disabled for a lot of these provinces. We're going to go ahead and enable all of those immediately. Excellent. That is definitely a lot of locations where automatic trading was disabled. Well, that might make us additional money. That'd be a good thing. Okay, there we go. So the next pass that we're going to make here, we're on cultural assimilation up here, and I am going to convert that, although, okay, that's a little odd. There's it appears like you can only click the button up in this quarter of the button. That's not the case over here. I guess it's just because this is the bottom row. Awkward. At any rate, religious conversion over here, and we're just going to keep going through this. Anywhere where we're losing loyalty, we're going to do religious conversion. I'm not even looking right now at whether they're the correct religion. I'm just assuming that they're not. But we're going to keep doing this until we are out of political power. Yes, this is building up our tyranny. I am aware of this. Okay, this region here, we need to do religious conversion as well. And then this one, we're already there. Perfect. How about this one? There we go. And this one here, we're down to 74 political power, but that's okay. We are currently working on stabilization. And religious conversion here and here. Perfect. And anywhere up here. That was cultural assimilation. I'm dumb. Okay, there we go. Religious conversion. And up here, religious conversion in all of these. That brings us down to 34 political power, but that's okay. We're doing completely fine here. And then Magna Graecia. We need a fair amount of religious conversion. So that's completely fine. And there we go. Now, yes, that's a lot of tyranny. That is a whole lot of tyranny. And we probably could have just gone into the provinces tab here. And sorted by religious unity. That's probably something we could have done. But this seems to be reasonably okay. So we can see here that we are currently doing religious conversion over here, despite the fact that we have 79%. This would probably be better suited. Actually, this is going to just change on its own, I think. There are no malices because this should be integrated and religiously united. So it is fine, ultimately. We'll just let that tick away. Excellent. The Lysonian Civil War has ended. And that is overall great. So 3 months for Maturia here. We are, of course, building roads up here with this force, and then we'll head over this way. We should try to connect this into the road network anyway. So we're going to then move up to here, and then oratory advances. Okay, yep, and we're going to go in there. Perfect. So in our oratory advances, what do we have available? 5,000 manpower. That's, I don't think, strictly speaking, necessary right now. Hold triumph cost. AE impact minus 10%. Okay. And additional AE impact reduction. Monthly tyranny, but that's really not very much monthly tyranny. Assassinate cost. Okay, what's down this way? Yeah. Not a lot of great stuff. This is mostly, like, diplomatic things. I guess we'll go with official orators. Not that I'm super happy about it. Okay. I mean, the tyranny reduction isn't terrible, right? It's fine. Okay, somebody died. We would like to put a Bodina in here. They're going to have to get better at jobs if they want to get jobs. That's all there is to it. We'll put this guy in. Excellent. And we're doing very well on religion and culture here, so we don't need to do anything on that. Wait, were you on... You're on Borderlands? I would actually like to have him be on... Probably encourage trade. There we go. Yep, these guys have rebelled. That is, of course, expected. We are building a road into enemy territory, and I love it. Oh, let's see if this actually works. Okay, we moved in and started fighting them. Does the road get built? No, the road didn't get built. Okay, fair enough. That would be insane if the road got built. Utterly, utterly insane. Okay, so we can build, looks like 2 additional farming settlements, and so we shall. And then we're probably going to want to build ports, right? Population capacity, yeah, that's all okay. It's not as good as I was hoping for. Civic advances, though, that's a thing that we could definitely do. build cost reduction, national slave output, and freeman output as well. Unintegrated culture group happiness, provincial loyalty, and found city cost modifiers. We'll take it. That is pretty great. That will further delay these rebellions and give us even more time to convert them to our cause. And at this point, our war exhaustion is, I think, down far enough that we can get away with start working on annexing some of these regions over here. Perhaps these guys. That would all be something that would be interesting to do. Ah, these barbarians over here. What a bunch of jerks. I think we're going to work on uniting the Italian peninsula. So what I'm going to do is I am, of course, going to... They have a CB on us, but I don't believe that we have a CB on them. So we're going to fabricate a claim on them. That will cost all of our existing political influence, but that's okay. Okay, Bommelkar is now sick. That's fine. We are, of course, just letting this auto-cap. Oh, hello. I didn't realize that they had an army there. Now, we should not be on Build Road currently, and indeed we are not. 10 approval from traditionalists for 10% national tax. Honestly, most of our income is coming from commerce. I think that's okay. And looks like our ally has dealt with them. Perfect. I don't want to stack wipe them, if at all possible. They immediately turned around here. That's very awkward. Okay, that's fine. Let's just get this capped. There we go. And we'll sue for peace, and we'll take all their stuff. And we will just lose AE. Not like we have any to lose right now. And we will, of course, switch this over as soon as we have the political influence to. We'll switch this over. I'm noticing a couple of forts over here that we maybe don't necessarily want. Let's see, what do we have here? Plains? If we were to destroy these fortresses, which I'm going to do, we could build a slave estate, provincial legation, or tribal settlement, or barracks. Okay. I'm still going to destroy the fort, but I'm not necessarily super happy about what we get here. So what is our actual output? Elephants and olives. So for olives, we can build a slave estate. And then for elephants... I suppose we could build a slave estate there too. Or we could just build a barracks and call it good. Okay, we can call down an omen, and we're going to go for the economic omen, obviously. And then we're going to build roads and head on up. Wonderful. Now, this is currently a city over here, which is fine. We're not really focused too much on cities just yet. I do want to build ports. That is definitely something that I want to do. And these barbarians are being jerks. Like, absolute jerks. I don't think anybody's going to deal with them, though. So we're going to head on over. By the time we get there, we should have sufficient morale to deal with them. Okay, so next up we're going to come over here. And we're going to build a road like that to this city. Wonderful. Now this is a settlement. We're going to remove the fortress there if we can. This is another location where we cannot remove the fortress. Interesting. And I'm wondering what is preventing us from removing this currently. Governor loyalty? He's at 44.07. He's not loyal, but he's not disloyal. Okay. I do wish the tooltip actually showed it. That'd be nice. We did just get some omen power. And that did also give us a religious advance. Integrated culture group happiness, national tribesman happiness. Monthly ruler popularity gain. Maximum research efficiency is pretty good. And just straight up omen power. We're going to go for the research efficiency max. Okay. Are these barbs gone? I guess they're gone. Okay, we wasted money then. Fine. That's fine. We are, of course, going to be focusing right now on building ports anywhere where we can. And there we go. We'll build a few of those. And that will be very handy for us. Now, this is a settlement over here. We were already looking at this. We can make Romans into citizens, and I think we will. Wonderful. Were we not building road here? Ah, because I spent all of our money. Fair enough. We'll need to wait for a month tick. Okay, and now we'll go on to build road. Excellent. Now these guys over here, I think we're still waiting for them to stop being a client and start becoming a feudatory. Actually, we could integrate them, I think, if we just improve opinion. There we go. Capua rebelled. Sure. We'll just head on down, and they are not going to be successful here. There is no situation in which they are successful. I do want to bring these guys up over this way and start building some roads up this direction. That's a settlement up there. Eventually, we're going to go through and remove all of the forts from settlements. But I do want to connect up our cities for right now. So we'll just head up like that. Like that. This is a city here. That's a settlement. Settlement. This is a settlement, but it is a capital. So I think what we'll do is we will just head up to there. And then from there, we'll come back to here. And then we will hit up this city like this. And work on coming down this coast. That'll keep them busy for a while. Fantastic. This is probably a stack wipe. Yep, that's a stack wipe. This is definitely a stack wipe. And we'll just siege this on down. No worries. Excellent. So these guys, they want to come on over this way, and we're going to connect that up to our main thoroughfare by coming in like this, and then that's a settlement. We want to connect to this capital. Like that. Excellent. There is this over here as well. I should have noticed that. Yeah, I definitely should have, because we're going to want to extend this road down over to this settlement. Okay, that'll be fine. But we'll get this underway, and of course, in the meantime, we are working on our economy, and we're working on expanding a little bit with our Nucarian claim fabrication. Which will be completely fine. So yeah, this will definitely take a little while for our armies to finish this up. In the meantime, we could start working on additional forts, but we don't really have the cash for it, so I'm going to hold off on that for this exact moment. We are, of course, spending quite a lot of money on roads, but that's fine. This is definitely an investment that I am willing to make. This is not within our territory up here, so that's fine. We're not concerned about building roads in there just yet. And we should have Capua under our control any moment now. Yes, I will take your cash. Thank you very much. Latium is now gaining in loyalty, as is Corsica. That's fantastic to see. Very happy about that one. This is an awkward road situation. Okay. Not perhaps how I would have drawn that path between the provinces, but makes sense to me. I mean, from our perspective, it doesn't matter, so it's completely fine. Once we arrive here, what I'm going to do is, okay, we have that claim. We're not going to press it just yet. Once we arrive here, we are going to come off of Build Road and move back to this city because we want to push down to there. Okay, up here, of course, we can put an end to this little rebellion. There we go. And we'll just take the culture happiness of 5%, I guess. And we will, of course, put this over on religious conversion. Perfect. Now the question is this force strong enough to attack Campania here? Probably. And so we shall. So let's see, this is our capital here. We're just going to head straight in. I don't think we're going to have much of an issue here. Yeah, we can see that their forces are pretty weak. We don't actually catch these guys, so we're just going to let them go. That'll be fine. Have we arrived over here yet? Not quite yet. And of course, this road is going to go out this way, and we might do some connecting roads like over here at some point eventually, but for right now we're just trying to connect up anywhere where we might be interested in reaching fairly quickly, which includes things like provincial capitals and cities. Yeah, these guys are killing pops. It's very rude. However, we've already won. That's what they don't seem to realize. They have already lost this war. Speaking of losing war, we should probably start working on CBs up here. Unfortunately, we don't have the political power just yet, because we spent a ton of political power on getting some loyalty going. These guys are going to lock in over here. That is a lot of cash. Sorry. Can't do it. We're going to catch these guys over here. Actually, let's just put an end to this war. No point in fighting them. Boom. Okay. We'll lose the AE. Fantastic. And that does, of course, mean that this province is now united, and it's still on the correct governor policy. That is great. Next, we're going to move up to here, because we're next going to attack Septempada. However, it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we will continue unifying these areas. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I will see you all next time.